my name is Saldin Kimangale. I'm a clinical psychologist. I'm working with different groups of people, children, adolescents, and adults who are facing psychosocial life challenges, as well as psychological or mental health challenges, and mental illnesses in general.
So my name is Hilal Shariff. I'm a working member of, I'm a family. I have a family, and I'm a working member of the family. So, Mr. Saldin, looking at the scenario with life experiences, with life challenges right now, we as working men go to work. We have a lot of issues. I'm speaking generally, that we have a lot of stresses at work, and we tend to have that stress related to work, but then coming home, offloading that stress or switching off that stress is a big challenge as working men. And then you have issues with the families as well. It could be that you have issues with the family as well, and then that overspills on work. So balancing those two, it's quite challenging for most of men who are right now, and with the challenging situation. We're just coming out of COVID, and COVID was another challenge that was really taking a big toll on working men, because salaries were reduced, people are reduced at work, and if you don't have a proper financial planning, then it becomes a very big challenge, because the family is still looking up to you as the breadwinner of the family. How would you address?
Yeah, in fact, we have to have a certain degree of stress for us to function. Okay, any health person have to have a certain level of anxiety, a certain level of stress for them to work up and do things. Okay, so the time that we intervene is where this stress, okay, impair the functional level of someone. And when we say stress, in Swahili tunasema msongo, okay, msongo, kusongeka. And in English, when you say stress, it's something which is tight and there is no more expansion. Okay, so it means that you have reached the limit. It's what say, oh, now I'm stressed. Okay, and what does that mean? It means your internal resources are not good enough to face the external challenges. That is what I say. Now this person is stressed. Okay, what are these internal resources? We all have our internal resources, but if you are not able to find them, it's where you can't use them. You have them, but you can't use them. We all have this. For instance, how good are you in perseverance? Okay, how good are you in you being patient? Okay, how good are you in problem solving? Okay, how good are you in communication? These are the tools that we all have, but ziko katika level tofauti. Kuna mtu anaweza kasubiri hivi, kuna mtu anaweza kasubiri hivi. Kuna mtu anaweza kavumilia hivi, kuna mtu anaweza kavumilia hivi.
Tolerance level.
Yes. You can identify yourself as tolerant. You can identify yourself as very patient person. You can identify yourself as very good in persevering in situations. But when it comes to application of those skills, you find out that, oh, it's too much with me. Okay. So the reason why it's too much is, one, the basket that you have. Mule ndani mna kitu gani? Okay? Mule ndani ya lile kapu lako kuna nini? There are things ambazo ni za kwako. There are things za watu wengine, but you just weka mule and you feel like they're yours. Okay? Kuna things ambazo si lazima ziwepo mule kwa wakati ule.
Yes.
Wewe umezichukua 2023, 2025 ukazileta hapo. That's what utakuta most of the people, they are getting stressed, wanakabiliwa na a lot of life challenges, but kama unpack kwamba okay, let's take them out. Afu kwambia okay, chagua vya kwako tu. You'll find 3, 4, they're yours. The rest, they're not yours. This is what's going on most of the people in our workplace.
Moreover, mimi nafikiria ni ya kuchambua. Sit down quietly and see your problems. If I have understood correctly what you have said. Unakaa unachambua kwamba okay fine, what do we need, what is the need of it?
Yes.
Excessive baggage in 2023 is still lying in there. It's not supposed to be there.
Yeah.
So it's a good point that okay fine, you need to sit down, your self time, your own time.
Yes.
Self time, every individual it's very important.
Kabisa.
And we don't have it right now.
Kabisa.
It's either we are on our phones, it's either we are on social media, or we are sleeping. Those are not the times. Or we are with our spouses, or with children, or with friends. But some own time to think about and to unravel the challenges that we have. Okay fine, I have this challenge in hand. How do we sort it out? We don't have.
Ukiweza kuviweka vitu vyako vizuri, maanake stress level inafanya nini? Inabakia tu ile significant level ya stress inayokufanya wewe uamke asubuhi, ujiandae, uende kule unapokwenda. If you don't have stress at all, maanake utakuwa mzembe. Hakuna kitakachokulazimisha wewe kuamka asubuhi and go to work.
The way the human mind has been designed, it focuses more on the negative than on the positive. So if you see stress is negative, but motivation is positive, it could run parallel. So according to your experience, how could you change your stress into motivation so that you have less of stress and you would not say, okay, today I don't want to go to work because of my boss, but you'd rather say, I am go 5 minutes early and I challenge my boss and see what needs
to be done.
Have you ever,
maybe if I turn this question to you, do you like challenges?
Yes.
Why?
It keeps me motivated. It keeps that adrenaline rush in me, and I can conquer my own self. Looking into my own self that okay, I have a limit and now I'm going beyond my limit. So I have my 100% and now I'm going to 110%. And now I'm going to 120%. So that gives me the motivation.
Yes. Perfect. That is how we turn up the stress into the motivation that I want to grow up. Okay, I want to beat this up. Okay, so if you change that perspective, that this is a challenge, I want to conquer this challenge. Okay, I don't want to be beaten up with this challenge. I want to beat up this challenge. It's where you change the challenge into a motivation, because after that you'll be growing up. The most important point hapa ni kwamba kama ukiacha stress ukakanazo kwa muda mrefu, they might take you to a next level challenge. Sawa? Kwa mfano, you may find yourself facing a mental health issue. Kwa mfano, most of the people, stress, unajua stress as I said before kwamba ni msongo. Failure to solve the problem itakupelekea kuwa vipi? How will you feel if you fail to do something?
Your self-esteem will go down.
Will go down. How will you feel?
Very low.
Very low. What will you feel?
You feel very anxious.
Anxious partly, but sad because I didn't do it. Okay? Sasa ukivitaja hivi vitu, you find out, there are symptoms of what? Of depression. Kwa hiyo unajikuta kwamba uko kwenye kipindi cha depression just because you have failed. And that failure is your own definition of failure. Kwa mtu unasema no, there is no failure here. Understand? Kwa hiyo tunapokuwa tunazichukulia zile stress tulizokuwa nazo tukawa hatuzisolve on time, ambazo zinatupelekea mpaka tunaanza kuwa sad, you feel failure, you feel hopeless, you feel this, you find yourself into a depression. That's why ni muhimu sana kwamba mtu awe na uwezo mzuri wa kumanage stress.
What mechanisms do we have highlighted that we have to have our own self time as working men, or and to know the problem? What other mechanisms can we use to come out of stress, to reduce the stress level?
Self-care. Most of the people, they don't care about themselves. Yani ni kazi, nyumbani, kazi, nyumbani. You don't have time for yourself. Yeah, na sisi tunasisitiza you need to have time with yourself. Okay, time with yourself kwa maana do you have time to enjoy wewe as a person, not with your children, not with your wife, but with yourself. Okay, unapata huo muda wa kutoka. Do you have time to exercise, for instance? So kwenye exercise manake unapunguza excess energy ambayo uko nayo, lakini pia unaichannel energy yako kwenda kwenye the right path. I think the other thing is to share. Okay, men are not opening up, are not easily opening up. Okay, and when they want to open, they're so choosy, very selective kwamba ni kitu gani nikiseme. And the problem, why they do that ni kwa sababu ya ile nini, ego na fear of being demeaned or something more. They don't open up. But we have people ambao tunawaamini. Okay, wazungumze, wajieleze, ashare na mtu mwingine. That's the best way to overcome the stress. Now why tunasema watu wazungumze ni kwa sababu through kuzungumza unayapanga mawazo yako. Okay, but if you don't talk, they just coming, you feel like overwhelmed. Kwa sababu ni wewe mwenyewe una discuss, tunaita inner dialogue. So your inner dialogue inafika mahali you get overwhelmed. The other way ambayo unaweza kujisaidia wewe mwenyewe, andika.
Yes.
Okay, apart from speaking out, kama unahisi kwamba you're not too comfortable to share with other people, put them down. The same function. If you put them down, manake unafikiri kitu gani kinachonishughulisha alafu unaandika, manake unayapanga mawazo yako. At the end of the day unajua out of 10 it's only 2 ndio ya kwangu, the rest I'm less concerned.
Thank you very much, doctor, for giving us the time this afternoon to be with us, to be able to share it to the general public, these challenges that many individuals face, and they have not been able to come out and address it.
Yeah.
They can come out and address it to individuals like yourself, or they could do it themselves and evaluate and come out of the stress levels and live a happy life.
Yeah.
We thank you very much. Once again, thank you very much for joining us.
Okay.